Hi, welcome to Love Devotion. Today I wanted to share an experience that I had after my son had passed. It was with Jesus. I will never forget when Jesus came to me. It was probably a visit that lasted a minute, but felt like longer. Now I know when near-death experience survivors tell their stories, saying that time seemed to have no importance, I can relate to it. As this experience was so blissful, I felt complete is the only way I can explain it. I was bummed when he left. It was like the thickness that we feel came back. So now I know there's proof of when we cross over, there's a lightness. Your soul is free. I understand that saying now because I witnessed it. It was pretty awesome. For those that have not heard my story, that is why I wanted to step on here today and kind of give you my story. I was in my son's room, Devin, a few days after he had passed. I had been cussing out God for the past couple days ever since he died, as well as in that moment. I just could not understand why. My kids are my life. My whole world was for my kids. When Devin passed, thank God, he stayed with me and showed me, because I am truly meant to spread the word and help others, because my whole life began basically after my son died. So that's a different podcast. I will do one like that, but for now I wanted to just go over what had happened. All of a sudden, Jesus appeared in front of me. He was just in my mind's eye, with my eyes open, floating in front of me. You know, his feet didn't matter. It was just the point that he was there. Time seemed to stop, and the feeling of bliss, like I explained earlier, was all I felt. He did not speak. He just stood there with that crown of thorns on his head. And like I said, it felt like forever, but I'm sure it was just seconds. Then he vanished. A few minutes went by as I tried to make sense of what just happened. And then I thought, why did you wear that stupid thing? Later on that day, I was doing something and I heard sacrifice. And I immediately thought that was my answer. We all must realize that sacrifice is needed in some situations in order to learn. That's why we're here, to learn. People don't understand that. They're so involved in living and getting a house and getting a job and having a family and all stuck in that without realizing this isn't our home. We're here to experience things like home, but with harder tasks in order for us to learn. It has always bothered me. Why did Mary have to watch Jesus be tortured? Good grief, I would have went nuts. The sacrifice they both made to teach us. He returned to prove that there is more to this human experience. But it seems like everyone just takes these little bits of stories that near-death experience people tell us all around the world, and their stories are exactly alike, but these people don't know each other. It's like, how could that be? It's because their soul has informed them. And these are things that we need to learn to listen to. So that is my story, and I'm glad you visited. I hope to see you in my next podcast. Have a great day.